여기만이 paradise 모르겠고 일단 party all alone 무릎을 꿇어 보라색별 꽃을 춤춰 노래는 또 어디선가 말을 꺼내 밤새 돌아가서 party all alone oh yeah yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been literally forever since I've posted a video of like me talking or like a reaction video. I've been running into a lot of storage issues with my phone. So my NCT Dream Riding music video reaction was the last one that it would let me post. It literally took me all day to upload because of the issues. So I just held off and tried to figure out storage issues and everything. It eventually let me upload my last two ATEEZ unboxing ones. So I figured I would try and at least just make an in-between video before I started posting regular music video reactions again. So I did a poll on my Twitter if you guys wanted to see me do a tour of my PC binder. You guys were interested, so that's what this video is going to be about today. We're just going to take a small tour through my PC binder with all the groups that I'm collecting and that I have, who I collect specifically, like what members I collect specifically, how I got a few of them, and which ones are my favorites. So yeah, let's just get right into this video. Here is going to be a tour of Allie's PC binder. She was in a yellow one beforehand, but it was too small, so I just upgraded them to a bigger one. I haven't gotten a chance to decorate it yet. As you can see, it's pretty boring. The way that I have my PC binder set up is in alphabetical order. In my old one, I used to have them set up in order of my alts and like my favorite groups, but I just decided to switch it up a little bit. So we're gonna be starting off with ATEEZ, A for ATEEZ. Okay, I recently just finished my ATEEZ collection. I finally got my episode 2 album in the mail. I got the episode 2 album through a group order on Twitter because when I was trying to purchase one, they were out of print. They are now back in print, unfortunately. But the only thing that came with like the album for the group order was that it didn't come with like a regular photo card. It came with a group one and the clue card, but it didn't come with like the member PC, so I had to get that separately. So I started these off with the group photos just because I thought it would be like a good starter into like the photo cards since they do give you group photos. The only thing that bothers me about these is that, first of all, this one is vertical and then all the other ones are horizontal, but in order for the cards to not be upside down, these ones have to be facing to the right and then these ones have to be facing to the left. And I didn't want to have them all facing the same way because when you turn the page over, they're upside down. So I didn't want that. I'm really picky about the stuff. So yeah, and they just go in order of the albums. This is the Yosang PC card that did not come with the episode 2 album. He's from episode 2, but it didn't come with it. So the story of how I got Yosang, my friend, her friend actually had, I believe she said, extra photo cards from episode 2. So, or they traded or something, and she got Songhwa and Yosang. So when I told her that I didn't have a member PC, she offered to give me Yosang, and Yosang's my ult, so it worked out. Plus, she didn't lose her card, so it worked out pretty good. And then these are from the Illusion album, and it's funny because I pulled double Yosang from the Wave album on his birthday last year, because I pre-ordered this from My Music Taste, both versions I pre-ordered. And I literally opened it on Yosang's birthday, and I got double him, so I just thought it was funny. So I have all these like placeholder cards because I didn't like the fact that the pages were obviously see-through, and that you could see like to the next group or like to the next page. So I stayed up all night one night and just like made placeholder cards, so it just looked a little cleaner. That's another reason why I had to put it in a bigger binder, because it made the pages a lot more thick, so it was just like not fitting in the smaller one. So yeah, it's in a big binder now. Okay, and we have B for BTS. I feel like teaching y'all the alphabet, but K-pop edition. Not completely. So I have these like little half pages ones for all the photo cards that don't fit into the regular cards, and there was no way for me to like put these ones in order without it not looking, you know, right. And I don't know, I'm really picky about how my stuff is set up, so I just like to have these ones first and then the regular photo cards later. Now, I only have 2 of the Persona albums. The first one I got had Jin in it, and then the second one I got had Jungkook. My Hobie card, my friend, she actually made small photo card albums out of the Persona albums. So she knows that I alt Hobie, so she sent me like a few like Hobie freebies and this one. So I have that one now with my other 2. Now, these ones are interesting. I got these with the Too Cool for School album, and they're actually double-sided. I ordered it off of Amazon, so I thought I would just get, like, a regular photo card. I don't know. But it came with this set, and I got all of the members. But the only thing I didn't like about them being double-sided was I used to hang all of my photo cards up on my wall, so I had to, like, choose who I wanted, and I didn't necessarily like that. I did have a curse for a second on pulling only Taeyoung and like Maknae line when I first started. It was a lot in the older albums. I really do miss the fact that we don't get group photo cards anymore. I just thought that was nice, but you know, we only get the one singular like member photo card. And then there's the double-sided ones. I am in the process of collecting all the entire Love Yourself series, so I have them in order. That's why I have a placeholder card up here, because I need another her. Now these 2 Hobie cards I didn't actually pull. Now I pulled this Taeyoung card out of my tier album, and my friend, she actually bought a set of fake cards. So she gave me a Hobie one so that we actually had originally traded for her Hobie, and I gave her my Taeyoung, but I was missing my Taeyoung card because I really liked it. So she just bought a set of fake ones, and she just gave me my Taeyoung back, and I could have the Hobie still, and then same for her, she could have her Hobie back and then a Taeyoung card. And so this Hobie card, I had bought albums for myself one day, and I had bought one for my friend too because it was the last one that they needed for the Love Yourself tier series. And I never pull Hobie. Like, he's my all, like, out of all the ones that I had never pulled him. So I was like, hey, can I just open your album, see like what photo card you got? And lo and behold, they got a Hobie card, but they let me keep them because they didn't really necessarily like need them. And it's not that like they didn't want them, but they knew how much I liked Hobie, so they let me keep it. So have that. Now this Hobie card, these 2 Hobie cards I actually pulled. This was my first Hobie card. It was my 15th BTS album. That was the same day that I bought the other ones. 15th BTS album, and I finally pulled a Hobie. He was in my phone case for quite a while. And now this was the last Love Yourself answer one that I needed for the series. The E version, I think. I hadn't bought a BTS album in over a year, so I just thought it was kind of like, I don't know, the K-pop gods have been in my favor with like me pulling my alts out of my albums recently, so I just thought it was funny how my first BTS album that I've purchased in over a year, I actually pulled Hobie on the first try. So, but I do have 20 BTS albums, and the fact that I've only pulled Hobie twice is alley-phobic. But I was really happy that I pulled him. He's super cute. Get him. Now these are my favorite cards in my entire collection. These are Hobie 5th Muster cards. I got these from my friend who lives in the UK. Now, when I studied abroad in Italy last semester, I had the opportunity to meet 2 of my best friends from the UK, and we all got each other presents, and one of her presents to me were these Hobie cards. So they're literally my favorite. Like, he's so cute. And obviously they're bigger than like regular photo cards, so they're in like those little half sheet ones. Now, these BTS cards I wasn't expecting to get. They came in my limited edition Army Bomb that I had gotten off of Weverse a few weeks ago, or like a month or so ago. So when I opened the box, these were in there, and I was like, oh, so that was a nice surprise. I really like the photo shoot too. They're all super cute. Next up, we don't have any C K-pop groups, but we do have D. So this is DKB. They're a new boy group under Brave Entertainment. They just debuted in February with their debut song Sorry Mama and their album Youth. They're literally my favorite boy group right now. They became one of my alts like super fast. I've been with them since pre-debut. It was like actually a few weeks. They like randomly showed up on my Twitter, and I looked at their Twitter page and hadn't seen that they debuted yet. So I was like, oh great, like this will be my first boy group next to Tomorrow by Together that I'll get to stand from pre-debut. So I got this GK out of the Youth album. I actually got a fan sign slot too, so that came with my fan sign slot because I purchased an album as well. GK is actually my alt. And then Yuku is from their second mini album, Love. Their title track was Still. This is GK from Love too. I actually bought him off of one of my friends because she had gotten a few albums and pulled GK twice, so I bought him off of her. The fan sign slot I had mentioned, the girl who was running the slots, she was offering, so when you go to fan signs, they give you like special, like a set of like special fan sign PCs of all the members. So I was actually able to purchase a Teo fan sign picture, and he was actually the one that I got the slot for, which is right here. So I don't know if you guys know how like fan sign slots work, but usually when fan signs happen in Korea, people will sell a slot for each however many members there are, and you can purchase one and ask them a post-it note question and a page that you want from the album, and they'll sign it for you and answer your question. You can send them a verbal message that the person at the fan sign will tell them, and you can receive a verbal message back along with your question. So I had asked Teo what he likes to do when he's feeling down, and I just gave him like a few options, but he said listen to music. So, and he actually recommended me a song. He recommended me Someone You Love by Louis Capaldi, Taste, first of all, and I just thought it was funny because we both listen to sad songs when we're sad. So, but yeah, I thought that was really cool. I do want to get a frame for this eventually instead of having it in here since it is signed. But yeah, and then that was the postcard that just came with the second mini album. This is my Monsta X page. I only have one Monsta X album, so that's why it's like this. This was their English album, All About Love. Chang Kyun is actually one of my alts, and Jooheon is one of my like biases. And then you just got a group one. And then this is MCND. Now, see, this is like the only page for that. I don't have like placeholders in here because, first of all, he's the only card. I pulled Huijun. He's the only card, and plus it came with all this other stuff, like a bookmark, a big postcard, and a sticker set. So I just thought it would be cool, since I only had one PC, that it was kind of like see-through to like the next page, so you could still see like all of them. Okay, and this is my NCT page. I pulled this Dooyoung out of my NCT Punch album. Dooyoung is my NCT bias, or my NCT 127 bias. So I was really happy I pulled him. My first NCT album was Superhuman, and I actually bought this when I was with my friends in London, and we're all sitting there together. And I was like, okay, who do you think I'm gonna pull? And then my friend goes, Mark. So I opened it, and I literally pulled double Mark. I pulled his circle card and his regular photo card. Dooyoung is one of my NCT 127 biases, but Haechan is my alt. So I pulled this out of Kick It, and then this was also NCT Punch. So Punch came with the circle card, a regular card, and the postcard. And then I pulled Jeno out of Empathy. Empathy, Oh, I lied. Superhuman wasn't my first NCT album. It was Empathy. Yeah, so Jenna was my first one. So, sorry about that. And now we have Super M. Taemin was the first one I pulled, and then I was just trying to collect ones that I wanted. Like, I definitely wanted Taeyoung's version, Ten's version, a group one, and then I was sad one day, so I bought another one, and it was Lucas's version. So originally, I had actually pulled 2 of the same exact Taemins, and I wanted to trade because I didn't need 2 of the same ones. I don't usually trade my PCs unless they're doubles. So I was able to trade him, and a few weeks had gone by. I didn't think I was going to be able to trade him, but then someone DM'd me, and they had this 10 card. Now, 10, out of all of NCT, he's my alt, like, alt of alts from NCT. So I was really happy that she was able to trade him for Taemin. So now I have this pretty picture of 10. And then next up, we have Wonwi. Finally, they got a physical album out of the entire year that they've re-debuted as Wonwi. They haven't had a single physical album. So this one, because this one came out around their 1-year anniversary, their 1 year since debut. So they finally decided to come out with a physical album. It was called One. And I don't know if you stan Wonwi or not, they're a K-band under RBW. They're ONEUS's brother group. But their debut was called 1 and 4, and then their second comeback was 2 and 4, and then their single release Q with Hwaza was their third comeback, and it was titled 3 and 4. So now that this was their 4th one, it's called 1, like 4 out of 4, 1. So, but it was really cool because they combined all of their past 3 things into like one album. So you got something from like each era, and every song is on this one album. So I thought that was really cool because they made up for the fact that they hadn't had physical albums. Dongmyeon is my alt and Younghoon is my bias. So I was really ecstatic that I pulled a Dongmyeon card. And I actually do have a signed Wonwi album coming from M-Wave. I did a group order on Twitter. So those should be coming, I don't know, in August, because M-Wave takes forever. Okay, Pentagon is my alt of alts group, and I'm specifically collecting Jinho, because he was my second K-pop alt, and I just really love him, so I'm in the process of collecting. Now, these placeholder cards are the ones that I need, that go in order. This is the only Jinho card I've actually pulled out of all of my Pentagon albums. The other ones I have bought from my friend. And then those are the other 2. And then his Genius card and the tiny, or not the tiny one, but the, like the psychedelic one from Five Senses. I still need 2, so that'll be in those like half-page ones. And then here's like the actual Pentagon cards. These, also obviously go in order. This is Kwanlin. I do have a signed 9801 album from Woosok and Kwanlin, and it came with a Kwanlin picture that I actually bought off of my friend. And then this was the group photo card that came with the Cosmo album that I have. And then these ones are from the Pentagon Season's Greetings. So they're in there as well. These are Season's Greetings. And then I have a placeholder card in there because the calendar of the Season's Greetings gives you an option to put the photo card up in it. So it has a placeholder for the ones that I put in. And then these are all the big cards that, don't fit. I had a Shinwon phase, obviously, in a few of mine. The Genius cards, I pulled Chongu, and this picture of Tile. Like, I understand they were trying to be aesthetic, but I would have wanted Hongseok's toes instead of just Tile. Cube, what are you doing? Postcards I got from the summer album. Sticker sets. Okay, Stray Kids is another one of my alt groups, and Minho is actually my alt of alts out of all of K-pop. So I'm collecting slowly but surely all of Minho's cards. I only have 7 out of like the 30 plus that he has, not even including the new album, so it's gonna be a while. But I do have some coming from another friend, so get those soon. And this is actually my favorite Minho card. It's his baby card from I Am Not. So I was really happy I actually pulled that one. I bought that one. I bought that one. That one I pulled out of pre-order from IMU, and I pulled both of these out of Miro. None on this page. And I pulled this one out of the Levanter album, and then these ones were the unlock Polaroids that I got from one of my friends, and then that was a freebie card that I had gotten. I actually just bought this Woojin card from a friend because he was the only member I hadn't pulled. I mean, I have his like sticker thing from Miro, but I wanted an actual photo card, so when I bought the Minho cards, I bought the Woojin too, so now I have a Woojin card. This Hyunjin I actually didn't pull either. My friend got an I Am Who album, and she pulled a Hyunjin, and there's actually 2 of him. They were stuck together, so she just gave the extra one to me. I get lucky. I get like my friend's extra photo cards. And I literally pulled Sungmin, like triple Sungmin out of like 1 album. So I either pull Sungmin or Minho, surprisingly. Jisung, he was my very first Stray Kids, and he still is, along with Minho. But this was the very first Jisung card I ever pulled. I opened it at like 2 a.m. one night after I got off of work. I like almost screamed because I had never gotten a Jisung card before. So he was also in my phone card, or my phone case for a while. I replaced Toby with Jisung. And then I pulled, you know, Jisung and Minho out of Levanter along with Chan and Chan's lenticular. So I was like super pleased. And then I still need their new album. And then I always pull like Chan's like big special cards. So like I got his lenticular, and then I got these 2. Okay, next up we have Tomorrow by Together. I bought all of their albums right before their last comeback. So I got Crown. These are all the ones that I got out of Crown. Or, well, the Dream Chapter Star. This is from Magic. I literally pulled, like, every single member from TXT except for Taehyun. Like, he was the only one I didn't get out of all 5 albums. But Subin is my alt, so is Yeonjun, so I'm glad I got both of them. And then these are just all my freebie cards that I've gotten from either friends or from albums that I've ordered. These cards, I actually got from the Pentagon Milan concert when I was standing in line. They were like €2, so I just bought them, so I thought they were cute. Woosok and Jinho are my Pentagon alts. More freebies that I've gotten from friends. I got like all of these from my one friend when she sent me the 9801 album. And then these are just like NCT photo cards, the IMU like postcards, some posters, and yeah, that's it. Hi everyone, that was a tour of my PC binder. Thank you for watching and being interested in a video like this. If you have any questions about wanting to start a collection or collecting and you don't know where to start or what to do, feel free to either leave me a comment here or get a hold of me on my social medias, whether it be Twitter or Instagram. Just go ahead, leave me a question, or if you just want to talk or I don't know, be friends or something. My DMs are always open. So yeah, this actually filmed pretty well, so actually look forward to some music video reactions since I have quite a bit to catch up on. Alright, thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.